Hey chat. Sorry about that. Still nibbling on a couple of things here. So mulligan, but they mulligan, that's okay. Not loving our opening, but it's playable cards. That's pretty good as far as I can tell with this deck. So here we are. Soul Salvage again. Been dead for us every game we played thus far. He just told me he doesn't have a combat trick. Sure. I don't need more than 1 white mana for anything, so this is fine. I'm not vicious offering the Servant. Especially when Omnivore trades for it in a minute. Paladin out of him. I will vicious offering that quite happily for tempo here. Seems good. Oh, I like the bird even more. Can start swinging in the air. Maybe could have played the 3/3 to draw some removal first, but I like the idea of starting to get damage in. And a lot of the times he'll play a creature here, and sure, not blocking that. I'm going to settle the score of that and be pretty happy about it. Get a 2-for-1 on it, and then get in for damage. Just trying to decide if I want to sack for it. I don't think so. So, some argument for keeping my bigger removal for bigger threats, but I suppose a 5/5 probably deals with most other threats. -5, -5. Instant concede out of him for that. That's kind of nice. Alright, didn't see a lot out of my opponent, although I did see an enchantment. Is Invoke the Divine worth it? It's an enchant creature. We probably have a lot of ways to deal with his creatures already. I don't know that I want to throw in an Invoke the Divine for that alone. 4/2 actually seemed reasonable versus all the things I saw him play. So no, I'm kind of happy with what we have right now. I think we'll keep it as is till I see a reason to sideboard. So we'll get to it. Meet the mic. I have 2 spring rolls left in my lunch. That's what I'm eating. So I'm gonna eat those as we do this. So that was a win for us. It's kind of nice. Opponent goes first on this one. See if we have to mulligan or not. What colors were they? We saw white and black, right? So Orzhov. That's just keepable. I've got a 3, I've got a 4, I've got 3 mana. I'm on the draw. Seems totally reasonable. Opponent did not mulligan. Okay. Need another black land is the only thing I need here. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna mute my why sack? You could use it as a combat trick. I don't know what your why sacrifice? Because I wanted to use the mana on his turn. It's a really good draw for us. The black land. Glider. Alright. Corsair does good work on this board. Unfortunately, this can't block, right? Okay. I was gonna say the Sentries don't do good work, but they do just fine here. Anyways, meet the mic and eat. Back in a sec. All right. So opponent living the dream over here. With the Eldest Reborn, he almost had infinite combo, right? Tragic Poet plus Eldest Reborn. You can just resummon again and again and again. So that'd be pretty bad. The Paladin in of itself is fairly bad. What I really would actually like is a 6th mana so I could play something that isn't settle the score. I don't really want to settle the score on the Paladin. I could chump it for a turn. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take Omnivore there either. Also, that's why I tossed the Sentry. I didn't want to put one of my big creatures in the graveyard. He might have taken those. I don't want to settle the score on this. He's got to run out of value at some point, though. The shield is just good value on the board. I could take another 6, but taking 6 seems a little bit rough. I could just block the glider this turn. I've been holding off doing that because I've been expecting I want to push on the air. But honestly, with the way this is coming down, I don't think I'm going to be pushing in the air. I think I'm going to be trading glider for Sentry, which kind of sucks, and go through the ground because this is what my hand looks like. I need to hope he doesn't get more fucking value. This thing like 4-for-1ing me or whatever the hell it did. Killed a creature. Then maybe discard a creature. It's 2-for-1. And then he gets a creature back. It's a 3-for-1. I had to fucking remove the poet. I mean, this has just been toxic for me. All right, let's block that. Take that. Where's Legend? He bowed out after the draft. Wish I'd removed that last turn. So I either chump for tempo or I remove this. Ugh. Hate to do this now, but I don't want to trade the Thallid for it. I'd like to have developed, kind of hoping for a land. I had 3 draws at it to get the Death Touch creature down or the Wanderer to deal with him. Either would have been great. Yep, got a million fucking points of value out of that. Still no land. About to mill our land too. What do we get? Land, Kabbalist. Sure. Zone Acolyte. Ooh, he just milled one of his bombs. Problem is now I have no way to deal with the shielded dude. Still no fucking land. Alright, I think we're probably dead here. Because I don't think I'm going to get an answer to this flyer in time. So I have to dual block it. Can't really swing. He just doesn't do anything. He's not going to block. I could offer him a block. See if he wants to block. He's not going to want to block. He wants to block before the shield. Dude, you just had a win on the board. I don't understand that. Block makes no sense to me whatsoever. That's really good for me. But I almost didn't attack because I just assumed he would never offer that. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to block on this first round either. I might as well swing. Maybe he's got another flyer. Ah, he's got Soul Salvage. That's why. Okay. All right, good draw for me, I guess. Rip my Soul Salvage and a land. Oh, he didn't take, oh, he took this back, sure. Alright, I thought our opponent's deck was as bad as ours in game 1. Nope. Quite a bit better than ours. I think he's artificially extending this for no reason whatsoever, but... to get our land, that's something. Let's get our Trampler down. So you can't just chump with tokens. If I attack with multiples, do I get anywhere? 3-1 gets blocked by the 1-3 and killed. Don't really get anywhere. Okay. No, it's not, oh boy, that's a problem. That creature in his fucking hand is a problem. That's a problem. This is a game-ending effect. This is called getting outvalued right now. Get value out of this fucking thing. Did 4 for 1 dust or whatever it did. This thing is going to kill us outright. He's not going to make me discard any things I'm worried about. I don't want to let him draw the cards, so I'll let him do damage to me and get my swamp. I'm fine with that. But I am dead to that. So I take 4 this turn, puts me at 11. Next turn puts me down to 1. So I'm definitely dead. How do I win this game? I get an AoE that does 3 damage, 5 damage to all enemy creatures and only enemy creatures. It's not currently in my deck, but my opponent crashes, or a tree crashes, or a plane crashes through the room my opponent's in. Doesn't have to harm him. Could be non-lethal damage, perhaps knock him out of the chair, disconnect his power, something like that. What else? So we're dead this turn. It's 11 damage on board. Share the Dredge Sentinel to regenerate off the Abomination. Okay, so we're fucked here. Could the plane do a loop? Yeah, it could just be maybe his landlord tells him that he needs to talk and he's forced to quit temporarily, or he falls ill, food poisoning could be a thing. What else could we potentially sideboard in? Okay. Power outage seems the most reasonable. I'm going to win this through soul salvage. We're not going to win this through value with him, I don't think. Although getting flyers back might be relevant. We had a lot of flyers come through that game. We just weren't ever able to capitalize on them. Just trying to decide if this gives me any value versus his deck. 4-3 is a problem. Some of his flyers are slow. I don't think so. I think I just need to go over his head and kill him before I get fucking hammered into the ground with those Saga enchants. I think Dub still runs into the same problem. He did have 1 Legendary Destroyer, right? Okay, I go first. I've got 2 mana and no playable cards. Guess I'm mulliganing. Feels kind of bad. That's slightly better. Not much better, quite honestly. Like, I've got a 3 and a 4 that I might be able to play one day. Opponent did not mulligan. Too bad. And he's scrying, which I really don't like. Maybe I'll get some damage out of the Thallid. Hey, Poker Faces. Shield of the Realm did some work for him last game. Maybe want a mana to transfer it. No creature is very exciting for me. Let's see if he's got removal here. Playing on curve. Oh, it feels good. The rise. Don't have land to play this right now. Good thing that's slow. It's a healing effect for him. It's unfortunate. It's the land I need. It's just a little bit slow. Still okay. When did he discard? Sarah's Wings, Seal Away. Dude, his deck is really sick. That was Acolyte. Okay. It's at 2. Alright. He gave me no respect for any instant spells there whatsoever. Sure. Alright, my opponent is currently still alive, unfortunately. Didn't transfer his shield. Wonder if that was a mistake or if he's representing the -1/-1 thing. So he's not technically dead yet. Oh, he chose not to block instead of living. Questionable play by my opponent, give him that.